So the Nations League final was this weekend. Portugal ends up beating Spain in penalties. Crazy game. Ronaldo beats Yamal in his first ever game against him. What I really think is that the managers for both these teams are holding them back. I know Spain just came off a Euros win, and obviously Portugal just beat Spain, which two huge results, 2 trophies. They're great teams, don't get me wrong. And they have unbelievable squads. I just don't think the managers for both these teams really understand where the best positions are in terms of like who is best at each position. I mean, Spain first, like, they really have an issue at right back. Like, their fullback situation isn't exactly great. I think Cucurella has done very well at left back recently, but at right back, I don't even remember the guy's name who started in the final. Pedro Porro definitely is not good enough. That guy wasn't good enough. I think it's probably, it has to be Balde. Like, I know Balde is naturally a left back, but he has played right back for Barcelona before. So I think Balde has to be the starting right back for Spain. The Spanish manager, I just don't think he realizes how important his best players are. Obviously, Rodri is still coming off injury. I think he's really trying to find out who is his best midfield at the moment. Because, like, at full strength Spain midfield, you have to have Rodri in, and you have to have Pedri in. And they both have to, it has to be a kind of a double pivot. So I think he's really trying to find who his best third midfielder is. And I think he's playing around with Zubamendi. I think he's playing around with Dani Olmo and also Isco. And Mikel Merino as well, who I thought played horrific in both the games. Mikel Merino, oh my gosh, bro. He might be one of the most overhyped players I've seen in a long time. He scored a few goals for Arsenal, and everybody thinks he's all that. So I just don't know about that one. Personally, if I were the Spanish manager, I would go with Rodri, Pedri, Dani Olmo in the middle, and then, or maybe Isco. I don't think Zubamendi really fits with those other two. And obviously, I don't think Mikel Merino is anywhere close to national team quality, let alone starting. As for the substitutions, I think the Spanish substitutions really threw the game away, in my opinion. Going into extra time, or actually before extra time, he takes off Pedri, their most important player. I understand that these players have had a long season, especially Barcelona, especially PSG, like Fabian Ruiz, bro. Also, Fabian Ruiz in for that midfielder spot as well. Great player. Look, I understand rotating players, but at this point, Pedri and Yamal aren't going to play another game for the rest of the summer. They have to play. I'm sorry. They have to play. They are your 2 best players on the field, and Pedri and Yamal arguably were the best 2 players in your last match. I just don't understand resting them and subbing them out. It makes absolutely no sense to me. And as soon as Pedri went off, you saw the tide flip. You saw Portugal get more control of the ball, and Spain started to lose it. And you can really tell how good Pedri is just from his absence. Now on the Portugal side of things, why is João Neves playing right back? I don't get it, bro. That makes no sense. Why is João Neves playing right back? And also, when João Neves manages to leave that right back position, he doesn't replace Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves stays in midfield. Are you serious? João Neves is the best midfielder. Okay, that's a bit harsh. Pedri is the best midfielder in the world right now. João Neves is arguably the best midfielder in the world, and you're playing him at right back and then subbing him off without even giving him a chance to play in his natural position. This guy just came off winning a Champions League, a Ligue 1. Like, this guy, I just don't understand, bro. That's what really upsets me about this Portugal team, bro. I don't think, out of the two managers, I don't think the Portugal manager, I know they just won. He should get fired tomorrow. Today. He should be fired today. And also, I don't think he brought on Conceição in the final either. Like, this is the guy that literally turned the tide for you against Germany, and you don't bring him on? I just don't understand that. I also don't think Pedro Neto should be starting for this Portugal team. You saw, as soon as Rafa Leão came on, the impact he made on that left-hand side. And the fact that Pedro Neto didn't really do much in that first half against that Spanish right back, like, bro, how is Pedro? I don't understand how Pedro Neto is starting for this Portugal team. But basically, that was my main gripe with the game. Both teams need better managers, and that would really elevate them to the next level. But it was a great game. I mean, 2-2 goes to penalties. You can't really ask for much more as a neutral. So it was a fantastic game. Club World Cup is up next. I'm not sure who's going to win that one. Also on the weekend, I have to mention this, bro. Carlos Alcaraz beats Yannick Sinner in the Roland Garros final. Like, those two are so clearly the two best tennis players in the world. It's actually crazy, bro. Like, I am so excited for Wimbledon. Like, if the Wimbledon final isn't those two again, I'd actually be shocked. Like, those two are very clearly the best, and I really hope we get a lot more matches, a lot more finals with those two, because my goodness. I did want Carlos to win. I'm happy that he managed to come back to win, but I really feel for Sinner. But I have no doubt that Sinner will win plenty of Grand Slams, same with Carlos. So I think they're both going to be fantastic, and they're going to make each other better, just like how the big three did. So I'm very excited for Wimbledon. We'll be there.